Alright, so this is the final video. I'm gonna just select my lantern. I'm gonna do Control 1, so I only see this. Control 1, isolate select. Now I need to do some bevels. This is all assuming that the mesh is stable. If you have any extra vertices on top of each other, right, a bad thing's gonna happen. So just in case, if ever anything, you go to vertex mode, you select all of it, I mean, which was done anyway previously when I had merged it for the booleans, so it should be okay, right? I didn't do any more modeling. But if you ever have issues where there's double vertices, which is you always gotta check, you select all of it, shift right click, merge vertices, option box, set to something low like this, hit apply. I'm gonna hit apply, nothing should change. At 416, see, nothing happened. That means it's a stable mesh for the most part. So anyway, I'm gonna delete history, even though nothing happened, nothing merged. So all I gotta do now is go to edge mode. This has to be done very carefully. If this is not done carefully, it's gonna ruin the model. Make sure you have a backup model saved. I repeat, make sure you have a backup model saved, because there's no going back after this. Double click that. Okay. Turn around, hold shift, double click that. Right here. Hold shift, double click that. Turn around, hold shift, double click that. Right. Now this is not done yet. I'm looking at my front. I'm gonna turn and face the camera something like this. Here's my front. You can see a little bit of my bottom, like that. And I need to grab this area, this vertical column. Hold shift, double click. See, press 4 so you can see. Right. I also need to grab this right here. So hold shift, double click. Right, then I'm gonna turn slightly, still facing front. I need to grab this. Hold shift, double click. I also need to grab this. Hold shift, double click. Right. I also need to grab this down here. Right? Do I need to grab that? Yeah, hold shift. Yeah, hold shift, double click. Okay, so one moment. Alright, so far, right, we got all of this, right? Double check. I'm gonna turn. Right, so I got this vertical column, both sides. I got this, both sides, right? I got this down here. Then I had previously before that I got the outsides, right? Right. I'm still facing front. I'm gonna turn towards my right. I'm gonna angle it a little bit like this. I'm gonna hold shift. I'm gonna double click this. Holding shift, double click. And I'm gonna hold shift and double click. This is all assuming your mesh is exactly like mine. That's the assumption. Hold shift, double click. Alright. So I got this vertical, this vertical, this vertical, this vertical. And see this part right here. Hold shift, double click. Good. See? Make sure you got that. Look very carefully. Right, this has to wrap around. Inside, this is here. This is here. This is here. Next, the back area. Turn it a bit. Like this. Hold shift, double click. Hold shift, double click. Look down here. Hold shift, double click. It's looking around. Alright. You can always check your previous ones too. Alright, see? Vertical columns, check. Ooh, right here, see? Hold shift, double click. This is my back view. Check, 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 check. I'll turn my left view. Right, left view. Hold shift, double click. Turn, hold shift, double click. Look over here, hold shift, double click. So there's specific edges that I want, only specific edges. Right, I'm holding that. Previously I was holding the shift, right, so that I have continuous selection. Right, so my verticals are check, 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 check. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. I'm gonna look around. Alright, I'm looking outside, outside, outside of portals, portal windows. I'm gonna check a little bit on the inside, columns, 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 right, edges, edges, outer edges, outer edges, outer edges. Alright, so far so good. Next, right, make sure everything is good. Right, make sure you have a backup saved. Then, shift right click, bevel. Right, this is too much. Fraction, holding the control, hover over fraction, left mouse click and drag. I don't know, point what? 0.2? 0.2 seems to be pretty good. I mean, this all depends on your sizing too. Basically, you use artistic judgment, get a nice little fat bevel, like that. See? Nice little fat bevel. This will skew down a bit. It's alright. But you notice here? Here. And you notice here, 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 here. And then you notice here, 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 here. So this is exactly what you should have if everything is done correctly. Right click object mode, click outside. I'm going to do an incremental save. Right. I'm going to turn on my, right now I select on. I'm going to control 1 to get out of it. So this is what I should have. My window panes, right, my front, see, it's exactly snug. I mean, if I wanted to, I could push it back a bit. Or not. I mean, I could just grab it. Right now I zeroed out my freeze my transform, so I can tuck it back a bit. Before, after. So I pushed it back, I don't know, negative 0.05. Basically a 0.05. You know what? I like that. This one I'm gonna push it back on the X. Right. 0.05. Okay. This one, this is my back. This was my right. Previous was my front. Right. Back window. Now this one is on the Z, which is blue. 0.05. Give it more, like that much, you know. 0.05. Next, this one is my left, which is on the X, which is red. 0.05. Front window pane already done. Right window pane already done. Back window pane already done. Left window pane already done. Front window pane, we're back to there. Okay. Everything is set. So this is pretty much everything. I'm gonna grab all my window panes. I'm gonna freeze transform. Right? Should have no history. No history. I wanna delete history. No history, no transforms. So that's done. This is clean. Next part is UV unfold. Hopefully I'll have time to make those. If not, then see how it goes. But this should be done. Alright. I think this should have a bit of a bevel. Yeah, you know what, let me give it that slight bevel. So shift right, this right here, I'm in edge mode, don't click it. Shift right click, bevel edge. Fraction, hold control, left mouse drags over fraction. Something like that. Maybe 0.25. Yeah, 0.25. Or inputs, polybevel, click there. Oh no, I mean fraction, what? Okay, so anyway, I click on this, right? Press T. I changed my mind. I want it 0.35 or 0.05. No, 0.35. Yeah, fraction 0.035. Right, you bring this back by clicking here and then pressing T as in Tom. Fraction 0.035 for fraction. Yeah, good. Now I'm satisfied. Yeah. Delete history. Okay, it's finished. Next one, hopefully I have the time, is UV mapping. Do not do automatic mapping for this one. I have another one. This one, we're gonna try the camera based